Let's see how dirty our house is and all the stuff that this vacuum cleaner collected. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Aposen Cordless vacuum cleaner. They did send me this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this item or want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Here's how it comes packaged to you in a nice and simple retail box. Great product photography on it. Do you guys notice anything else about the packaging? Let me know if you noticed it in the comment section below. We can rotate it so you can see all the different sides. Now we can talk about the vacuum cleaner specs. It has a 250 watt brushless motor. It has two different cleaning modes. We have a standard mode that gives you 30 minutes battery life at 7 kPa suction. And then we have a max mode that gives you around 12 minutes battery life at 18 kPa suction. And this has a very unique design for multi-purposes. So you can use it to clean the floor, or you can use it as a handheld device to clean your couches, your curtains, or even your car. It also has a HEPA filter as well for high efficiency filtration. So now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the package contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, we have your instruction manual right here, complete with assembly instructions and troubleshooting information on the back with their customer service information. Next, you can see the metal tube right here. I really like the blue color on it. Then we have multiple attachments. We have your brush head attachment and your long extension attachment. And we have a cleaning brush right here for the air filter and the vacuum cleaner. We have your battery charger. We have your wall mounting kit if you want to attach this to the wall for storage once you're not using it. Then we also have your brush adapters right here too that can clip right on. We also have your battery, so you can see we have a battery level indicator. We can look on this side, we can see where it's going to plug in to charge, so we don't have to remove the battery. On the back side, we learn it has a 2200 milliamp hour battery capacity, so it looks really nice, decent weight to it. Here's our brush head attachment as well, so that looks really nice. You can see how it pivots and moves around. We have two wheels. On the back side, we can see more about the motorized brush right here. And if we ever need to remove it, just push the unlock, pull that piece out, and then you can clean that effectively. And then last but not least, here's the handheld unit, the main part of the vacuum cleaner right here. So it's got a really nice design, fits comfortably in my hand. We have an easy trigger to use it. We have adjustments right there as well, your plus and minus button. We can see where the battery is going to attach right there. We have your collection and your air filter right there as well. And it's really easy to empty. Just go ahead, you can do that and empty it out for your next use. You can see we're going to go ahead and attach it to the metal tube. And then from this side, you can see that as well. We have one more button down here. This is to release the air filter. So if you want to take this piece out so you can clean it thoroughly before use, they say do it every 2 weeks and replace the filter every 2 to 4 months to get best results. Now let's go ahead, let's set everything up. Installation consists of the items that you see right here. First thing we can do, let's go ahead, let's install the battery. So you can see, just line it up and plug it into place. And now we have the battery successfully installed. Next, we can go ahead, we need to attach all three of these together. And I want to show you guys that this tube extends, so you can set the height of your vacuum cleaner depending on how tall you are, or if you need like a hard to reach place and you want to extend it out, you can. And then also makes for easier storage too, because your vacuum cleaner is just not as tall and as bulky with that. So that's a really nice tube, really easy to use, and you have so many different levels where you could lock this into place and it just snaps right into the next one for you and holds it tight. We also have this clip adapter, which doesn't fit on this unit. It's either too small or too big, so I'll show you that right now. So we just go ahead, we have this nice little cutout in it so we could attach it on the tube, and then they give us a screw right here, a Phillips head screw, so we can tighten that back down and then it won't come off. But this tube on the exterior is too big, and I'll show you that right here. So let's go ahead, let's try to get that clip on. So we have the clip on right now, and you can see it doesn't fit And the clip is designed for this cutout right here, but it's too thick. So as you can see, we have too much room between the clip and the holes where we need to attach that screw. You can see how tiny that screw is right here in my fingers. So you can rotate it around, and technically you could probably leave it on like this, but it's not that secure. And it'd be nice to be able to attach it the way it's designed. So we've rotated around all the way, and none of those ways work. So we can take it off, and it does fit around the extension tube. But again, in this case, it's not tight enough. So we can see it's right there, and it would kind of work. We could rotate it around. Again, that's where it's designed to be. You can see the pattern on that unit. But then the clip itself is too big and will rotate. So we could compress this the whole way and use our vacuum cleaner that way, but it's not locked in right now. So we actually have to pull this back out a notch, and there we go. We could use it, but it would still rattle around. So just keep that in mind. This was probably designed for one of their other vacuum cleaners, but you do have that clip, and you could get creative with how you'd want to mount it on there. Now let's go ahead, guys. Let's attach the brush head to this. So it's simple. Just line everything up and push it into place. And now they're attached, as you can see right there, and we have full control of that. If you need to remove it, just repeat this in the opposite way, and you can just pull it right back out. Let's go ahead, let's leave it attached. Now for the last part, guys, we just need to attach these two together as well. Same thing, line it up, push it into place, and now everything's successfully set up. As you can see, we got the vacuum cleaner all ready to go, and it looks great. And now we can just extend it out if we want and bring it back into place. So now let's go ahead, let's try it out. So to start the vacuum cleaner, go ahead, just push the trigger once. It's gonna power the unit on. Then we can adjust it from standard mode to max mode just by pushing that plus minus button. And now we just increase the suction and power. And then we can push it again to decrease it. And we have some LED lights on the front as well. So let's go ahead, let's turn off all the studio lights and see how bright they are. You can see the LED lights at the front of the vacuum cleaner right now. They're shining directly in the path of the vacuum cleaner. It doesn't matter which mode you're in, the lights are gonna stay the same. You can't adjust the brightness. They're just fixed at that current setting. So we're just trying the vacuum out around my house. You can see my dog Doug's paws there. We do have a dog, so you can see all the dog hair under our table right here that it's vacuuming up. And right now we're vacuuming on wood floors. And we just have it in the standard power setting right here. And I can already see it sucking up a lot of hairs around the table. And I apologize, this is my house and it is pretty filthy. So you're getting a real review right here. You can hear it getting crumbs from the floor too. The vacuum itself is pretty quiet too. It's doing a good job. It's not too loud. And it's getting a lot of the hair off this wood floor. Now let's take it into another room. We have a hallway. So I got a threshold right there. It just climbed right over it just fine. And now we're going to terrain to a rug as well. So here's like an indoor-outdoor rug we're vacuuming over right now. We're just picking up some stuff on it. Let's go to the max power. So it's doing this rug, piece of carpet just fine. Getting a lot of the hairs off it actually. Let's bring it back down to standard mode right here, see if we can get these last pieces of dirt. So we have dirt and a piece of stick right there. And some more dirt over here. Yeah, it's really picking up a lot of stuff for us. So now I got it on a shag rug right here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna see how it does. You know what? I'm actually impressed. Most of the time, vacuum cleaners hate shag rugs. Let's turn it into the max power to see if that affects anything at all. Still gliding right over. Some blue threads from Doug's dog toys. So there's one piece still in the carpet. Let me see if it'll get it now. I'll throw it right in front of the camera. Oh, there we go. Picked it right up. So we have max power set, and it's doing just fine on the shag rug. Now we're in a dark room, so we're just using the light to vacuum right here. So you can see it's shining it on that hair for us. There's more stuff underneath this curtain right here. But it's picking up stuff just fine. Even if you don't have any lights on, you'll be able to see because of the lights built in on the front. Now let's go ahead. Let's see how dirty our house is and all the stuff that this vacuum cleaner collected. All right, the moment of truth. We just finished vacuuming. You can see how full this is. Look at it. It's right up to the max line right there. We have a ton of hair and a ton of dust in there. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we vacuumed up. There it is. It's all coming out. Oh, there's so much in there. I got to use my fingers to get all the hair out. Oh, that's disgusting. Holy smokes. So that's not even all of it, but you can see we got a ton of really fine dust and dirt right there. And then obviously my dog Doug's hair and some trash debris, lots of crumbs, that sort of thing. So it picks up really fine dust and dirt particles, as you can see right there in the bowl. And obviously your bigger articles like hair and things along those lines. Now let's try out the handheld feature with the 2 attachments and clean some steps. So I just finished vacuuming my steps as well with the 2 included attachments, and you can see it's already disgusting again. So we can add more of this into the bowl. So you can see we picked up a lot of hair and dirt and debris from the steps. So my steps are just as dirty as the rest of my house. Really quickly, I wanted to show you guys that you can also plug the attachments directly into the extension tube. You don't have to plug them into the handheld unit if you don't want to. You have 2 options, the unit or right here with the extension tube. Overall, guys, this is a decent vacuum cleaner. I love that they include LED lights in that it's cordless. That being said, here's one major design flaw that I'd like to see improved upon in the future for this vacuum cleaner. It has to do with the assembly of the unit once you're using the handheld device. And this is coming from my Shark cordless vac experience. So when I use my Shark cordless vac, I detach the unit, I'm free to move around the house, and the base sits upright. For this unit, when I did that, the base doesn't sit upright. It's too heavy. It falls over. This is frustrating because they even cut out a spot for it right here, but it does not latch or clip into place or anything else along those lines. And it's not cut enough so that the weight can be centered over the main base right here. So as you can see, when you go to detach it, it's gonna rest on the floor. That's just a big area to cover, and it's really bulky to have that happen. And a lot of times I don't like to use the wall mount adapters personally because that's for the whole unit. And most of the time I have it unplugged because I'm charging it up in my pantry or something along those lines, where I like to be able to have this just on the floor, tucked away somewhere under a shelf, and the unit charging. So I'd love to see that fixed in the future with their design right here. It's just frustrating that they went almost far enough to do it, but they didn't go all the way for that design. And that's a bummer to see too, because this is a really clever design. I love that extension feature for the tube right there. That's great to make it a compact size, but also to give you more length when you want to vacuum or reach into those hard to reach places. They also included LED lights, which is a huge must in 2020 and beyond. I would not recommend buying any vacuum cleaner without LED lights, unless maybe it's a shop vac or something like that. But anything for around your house with brush rolling, you gotta have LED lights. Now, along those notes, I've never come across a vacuum cleaner that had too bright of LED lights. This goes for Shark as well as them. I'd love to see brighter LED lights. They're good enough, but let's give me great. Like, I wanna light up the whole house with my vacuum cleaner, so I'd love to see that in the future. Along those lines, the same things as always. I'd love to see increased suction capabilities and a longer battery life. That will continue to trickle down and progress as technology advances. But in the meantime, it'd be nice if maybe they threw in an additional battery or 2 so you could have plenty of charge and not have to wait so long in between uses. Overall though, really easy to set up and use. So if you're interested in this product, guys, the link to it will be in my video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Hit that like button for us. Subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd be happy to answer them for you or point you in the right direction. Please give us a follow online too. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can message us on WeChat. Check out our website. Join our free newsletter, guys. Follow us on Twitch and join our Discord server as well. Don't forget, new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.